He had tried to cover his face to make him unidentifiable.
This is the inside story of the worldwide hunt for the man known as Mr. Swirl. Told by those who knew him, those who worked with him.
They were poring over his old posts, and what we found was some things that seemed kind of incriminating.
The internet. It's improved life for millions, but it also carries its own dark power.
We can see straight away that he has disguised his face. Now, he did this by using just a simple editing software. Some of the images were swirled in this way.
So, how to unswirl the image? German computer experts were brought in to help solve the puzzle. Interpol's specialist investigator is Mick Moran, a detective from Dublin, on secondment from the Irish police.
The situation you have is that the picture is just millions and millions of dots, coloured dots, and they're called pixels. The pixel information does not change, it's just moved. So if you can create a situation where you can move it back, then you create this.
With the latest digital technology, they unswirled the man, giving investigators a clear picture.
What made this case sweet, if you like, is that we had a full face of this guy who thought that he, for a split second, was better than us, that he could swirl his face, and we'd just forget about the crimes that he had committed.
Interpol may have had a face, but they didn't have a name. But there were clues in the pictures which might help identify him.
You can see there's a lot of evidential use in the background. You know, if you're from down around that area, you'll be able to see the writing. Here, for example, you can see that there's writing which is making sense to somebody from that area. A police officer would be able to identify a beer. And that's the way we operate in terms of trying to find evidence and clues.
The investigation was codenamed Operation Vico, and it threw up several leads. This picture analysis identified places where the crimes had taken place. And there were other clues too, about where the mystery man was from. For a start, investigators narrowed down where the computer was from that had been used to send the images around the world. Interpol had tried to find the name of the man known only as Mr. Swirl. Photos taken in Southeast Asia showed him abusing young boys, and incredibly, he'd posted them on the internet. After unswirling his face, detectives issued them to police forces around the world.